It's nearly springtime. Okay, maybe it doesn't feel like it when you look out the window. So let's make it always feel like spring inside with your own everlasting crochet flower bouquet. So first, let's raid my overflowing wool collection and pick out a few colours. Choose any colours you like to suit your home. I drew out a very quick sketch and got started with the first flower, Lavender. To keep this video short, I won't spend too much time explaining the steps, but all the instructions will be in the video and in the description box below. I used a 3mm hook for all the flowers, and the instructions use US crochet terms. To start the lavenders, chain 38 times. In the third stitch from the hook, put 2 double crochets into the same stitch. In the next stitch, 1 double crochet, 3 chain, 1 slip stitch, 1 double crochet. Repeat this 11 times. You're then going to do a similar pattern, but this time there are 4 chains instead of 3. Repeat this new pattern 11 times. Then again, similar pattern, but now 5 chains, 10 times. For the last stitch, it's 1 double crochet, 5 chain, 1 slip stitch, 3 chain. Finally, do 2 slip stitches into the last stitch to close and fasten off. You'll be left with this spiral shape. That's it for the lavender. I decided to make 2 more. For one of them, I wanted it slightly bigger, so I followed a similar pattern. But at the start, you need to chain 49, and there's an extra round of 11 stitches, but this time with 6 chains. Next, we'll make the marigolds. To start, chain 42. One double crochet in the third stitch from the hook. Now 1 double crochet in every stitch along the chain. When you get to the end, turn your work, and then it's chain 3, double crochet 3 together, chain 4, slip stitch into every stitch. To quickly explain a double crochet 3 together, start like a normal double crochet, but only pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, so you're left with 2 loops. Do another double crochet in the same stitch, but again, only pull through the first 2 hoops, so you now have 3 loops on your hook. One last double crochet, pull through the first 2 loops, so you have 4 loops on your hook. Lastly, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. And that's all the crochet you need to do for the marigolds. Fasten off, leaving a long tail. You will again have a spiral shape. To finish the marigolds, you need to wrap the spiral tight on itself. To reveal the flower shape, make sure the tail wool is at the back of the flower, and then use this to weave in and out to hold the spiral together. Onto the roses. Let's go again with chain 56. Now in the 4th stitch from the hook, 1 double crochet, chain 4, 1 double crochet. Skip 4 stitches on the chain, then the same pattern, 1 double crochet, chain 4, 1 double crochet, all into the same stitch. Repeat this 13 times. When you get to the end of the chain, it's 1 double crochet, chain 2 to end the row. Turn your work and now put 10 double crochets into the chained gap. I see this as a V shape. After this, 1 single crochet into the smaller upside down V shape gap. Repeat this to the end. For the final stitch, 1 double crochet. Like the marigold, you need to leave a long tail. Wrap the spiral around itself and weave this tail in to hold the spiral in place. And there you have a lovely little rose. Finally, onto the sunflower, my favourite flower. You will of course need yellow and brown wool. Start with the brown wool to make the centre of the sunflower. Working in rounds, follow this pattern. You need to make 2 of these. Weave the tails of the wool to one side of the circle. Now for the petals. Get your yellow wool. Hold the 2 brown circles together with the tails facing each other and push your hook through stitches on both circles. Loop through your yellow wool to start the petals. For each petal, follow this pattern. Repeat this all the way around the circle, making sure the tails from the brown circles are trapped inside. Make as many of the flowers as you want, in any colour you want. It's now time to add the stems. I used long bamboo skewers I had left over from summer barbecues. I found a nice green stem coloured wool, and the idea is to wrap this wool around the skewer. I used a little bit of hot glue to stick down the end of the wool, then tightly wrapped all the way down, securing the other end with a little more hot glue. Make enough of these for the number of flowers you have. To stick the flowers to the stems, I used a small piece of similar coloured felt, cut to the size of the back of the flower. I used a big glob of hot glue to hold the stem to the flower. Then hot glued a bit more to stick on the felt, to hide the top of the stem. I used the same technique for the rose, marigold and sunflowers. For the lavenders, add a blob of glue to the top of the stem and wrap one end of the lavender spiral to it. Then tightly wrap the remaining spiral around the stem. I added a small amount of glue halfway to make sure it stayed in place. Then finally glue down the end of the spiral. And there's your lavender. Once all the flowers and stems are assembled, time for the final touch. I decided I want these displayed in a vase, or jug in my case. So I filled the jug with rice to make sure the flowers would stand up nicely. Then it was a case of arranging them to how I liked them. Once I was happy, it's time for the final reveal. If you wanted to gift these flowers, or you don't want them in a vase, they look just as beautiful wrapped, as if they were a real flower bouquet. I really love these, and they're going to take pride of place in my home. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to make your own crocheted flower bouquet, tag me on my social media. I would love to see all your combinations.